Hey, Upcrate. We need to talk. Hi everyone, if you're new here, my name is Sally and I'm a mixed media artist in Australia, and if you're not new here, welcome back. I love my new camera setup because I can show you all the artwork that's on my walls, and I'm realizing I've got a big empty space here, so I'm gonna have to frame some more stuff. So today I am unboxing the August Upcrate box number 60. Nice and heavy, this one. So I'm gonna open up the box, see what's inside and review the supplies, make some art with the prompt included, and give you some thoughts and a little update on my personal future with the Upcrate subscription. So let's get into it. Okay, so firstly we have to talk about Upcrate 59. Now I had filmed the unboxing of this and then I lost all the footage, so I never ended up making any extra video about it because I figured I would talk about it when I got Upcrate 60, which just came today. So let me show you what is inside Upcrate 59. If you've watched my last two Upcrate unboxings, I haven't been really stoked with the box, and considering it costs about 48 Australian dollars for each box, the last two just hadn't felt very, well, they weren't very good value when I added up the cost of the supplies inside. Now I know that shipping is a big part of that, and that's just due to me living so far away from Germany, where this box comes from. I hadn't been so stoked with the last two boxes. So then when I got Upcrate 59, and if you've been here for a while, you can imagine my reaction when I saw oil pastels. Now, I wasn't really happy. Also with the way that they haven't even put in a whole set, they've just cut the trays. I watched some other videos and some people got like this section of the pack, so they've just like cut a tray of oil pastels, chucked it in the box. So I'm like, cool, something I'll probably never use. And then, so there was 3 supplies in the box. There's this implement, which is sort of for like, it's very sharp. Focus. So you can use this to like scratch back and etch out. Like I feel like I can use this for something. And then the third supply is this art graph. It's like putty graphite, and it's a huge amount. Still not 100% sure on how to use this. So this was Upcrate 59. So on the back of the previous two before this, so 58 and 57, not being so excited. 56 was like the best box ever, that had the glass dip pen and the inks. Loved that one. And then I got 3 that I didn't really love, and that was the surface. So I don't know what we're gonna get in Upcrate 60, but let's open it up and find out. This is very colourful. So we have a sticker sheet. I can't tell what that is. Markers. And that's the print. So Crash Kid is our artist of the month. August 2024. 2 Sharpies. Are these exactly the same? These are exactly the same. 2 5-point black Sharpies. Well, I mean, I'll always use those, but it's weird to have 2 of the same color. And ooh. So we have a HB graphite pencil from Viking. I like that pink barrel. And what's this? Permanent Identity pen. It's another black marker, but this is a finer tip than the Sharpies. So we have 3 black markers, and then we have some Liquitex paint markers. I have not used these. I love the Liquitex paints. I use the Liquitex acrylics. So these are Liquitex acrylic markers. Okay, these look sick. I'm excited about these. So we have 5 different colors here. That's a really nice color palette. Awesome. So those, and then the surface is Bristol paper, which will be amazing for the markers and will give us a nice smooth result for the paints. And it should mean that the paint markers don't rip up the paper so much. Okay, now what I will do, as always with the Upcrate box unboxings, I will access the full digital magazine with the QR code, and I will talk about what's in that as I'm swatching the supplies in the voiceover. And I will say, I made the decision after Upcrate 59 to actually cancel my subscription. So this is the last Upcrate box that I'm getting. I just want to pop in here and say that overall, I have really enjoyed the Upcrate subscription box. They have actually included a lot of supplies that I'd either not heard of or not used before. So it has been a really interesting box. I've just had to really reassess. I mean, like most of us, the cost of living at the moment is kind of crazy, and I've had to cut some things out and make some sacrifices. So it had been something that I had been considering anyway, but then when I added up the value of the boxes for the previous 3 to silly girl, you rolled off. You rolled off. You silly girl. Yeah, I just had to make some tough decisions and cut some things out. So I have decided to put a pause on it, maybe temporarily. Hopefully my financial situation will change for the better soon, but at the moment, with my rent going up and all that sort of thing, I just had to cut it out. It has been a good box. Like, we had cyanotypes, and there was one with a fabric paints and a tote bag and all kinds of fun stuff. It kind of sucks, but that's the decision that I made. No shade to Upcrate at all. I have really enjoyed my subscription over the last 2.5 years that I've had it, I think. Yeah, but it just, hopefully I will resubscribe sometime in the future. I was hoping I would somehow win the lottery and keep my subscription, but I think I made the right decision, at least for now, just to take a break from it. So yeah, let's make some art with this and swatch out all the supplies. I am actually keen to try these because Liquitex has always been a solid brand for me. Yeah, so let's make some art with this.
It's really, really sad. Nathan then goes on to
So first up we have our surface, and this is an A5 pad of Bristol paper. It is great for, it's really smooth surface, so it's great for pencil, pens, markers. Not really great for adding a lot of water to, but great if you want to just use ink and not watered down, if that makes sense. And there's 8 sheets and it's 308 GSM, so it's quite nice and thick. Now I did get 2 black Sharpies in this box, but in the online magazine it said that there are 2 random picked colours inside your box. 2 identical colours can be possible. So it looks like there might have been different shades that people got. I got 2 black. And then I got another black marker, which is the Sakura Identipen, which is a dual point. So the thicker nib was very similar in size to the Sharpies, and then there's a fine nib on the other side. So as you can see there, I've got sort of 3 black markers that are almost identical, and then a fine nib, and then we've got the HB Graphite pencil. Now we get into the fun stuff, which is the Liquitex paint markers. And again, it says in the digital magazine there is a mix of 5 markers inside your box. So I'm not sure if everybody got the same 5. The 5 that I've got are the 5 that are pictured in the photo in the digital magazine. So I'm not too sure. I'll have to go and watch some other unboxing videos just to see. So these, we've got 5 different colors. They've got a chisel nib, which is not my preference for a paint marker, but there's quite a angle on this nib, so it was a little bit different to use than regular chisel nibs. And the thing I found with these is that they were very liquidy. The paint didn't take long to come down into the nib, which was nice. Sometimes, you know, you get your Poscas and they take forever to activate. And I just added some water while the paint was still wet to see how I could dilute it. And that worked really easy. So that was the fluorescent blue. And then we have the brilliant purple, cadmium orange hue, excuse me, echo, cadmium red hue, cadmium red medium hue, and echo again, and the cadmium yellow medium hue. So quite a nice color palette there, but the paints, as you can see, very not opaque at all. Very transparent was the word I was trying to think of. And once they dry down, being an acrylic paint, they don't reactivate with water. So if you want to mix them, you do need to use them while the paint's still wet. So you can mix them out. It's just that this paper, the Bristol board, isn't really great for adding water to. So if you wanted to mix them, maybe scrub them in a palette and mix them that way, use like a mixed media paper or a thick watercolor paper would be best. But using the paint markers directly, then the Bristol paper is absolutely perfect for that. Now I also want to talk about the value of this box, because it has been an issue for me for the last few boxes and was one of the reasons why I decided to cancel my subscription. And it turns out that this box is actually excellent value for Australians. The Liquitex markers are quite expensive here. So singly, to buy them individually in the art shops, I could see them online from anywhere from between $15.75 to $18.95 each. And we've got 5 in this box. You can buy a box of 3 colors together for $43 at like Officeworks. And I've worked out that the box roughly comes to about $48 Australian, including the shipping. So just the paint markers alone made this box very good value, like more than what I actually paid for it. So it was kind of like a bittersweet way to end my subscription. But yeah, I do need to make these decisions, so it's all good. Our prompt for this box was mix and match, which is so broad, it could literally mean anything. But I decided to take some inspiration from some artwork that I'd done recently. So recently I completed a little mini sketchbook in one day, and I made a video about it, and I'll link that down below so you can go watch that. I got a little mini sketchbook and I just filled it out, sat in my studio, filled it out all in one day. And a lot of the artwork I was doing in that was with black fine liners, doing a little illustration, and then doing these colorful abstract backgrounds with paint markers. So I decided to do that idea for this piece. So I found a little cat reference on Pinterest and just sketched it out using the graphite pencil. And then I went and outlined with the black Sharpie and did the details and the shading with the fine end of the Sakura double-ended marker. And then just went in with the paint markers just to do some abstract shapes and color in the background. So I started with the orange and just did some circles. And these are really easy to use, especially on this smooth paper. But like I said, I was expecting them to be a lot more opaque because I use the Liquitex acrylic in tubes and it is quite thick and opaque. Even the medium, like not even just the heavy body specifically, it is a really opaque paint. So I was expecting the paint markers to not be as fluid as they are. But yeah, I guess that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them or anything like that. I guess it just depends on what your preference is. But yeah, being left-handed and being a smooth paper, I really had to be mindful of where I was putting my hand because I knew I could end up with a smudgy disaster if I wasn't careful. And as someone who's really been terrified of doing any kind of background for such a long time, I've really been enjoying doing these abstract, really colourful backgrounds. And I don't plan them out. I just put colour wherever I feel like I want to put colour and just do it by instinct and vibes. And they seem to be working out. I really enjoy what they add to a piece. And I like the juxtaposition between the solid color in the background and then the fine liner black line work of the illustration. I think it looks really cool. I don't know. What do you think? I like it anyway. I'm doing this a lot. And then I added some text, and my text was "Be your own dream girl." And this can be interpreted in a couple of different ways. Be your own dream girl or be your own dream girl. Be your own dream boy, whatever is relevant to you. Follow your dreams, make your own dreams come true, back yourself. That's what this means to me anyway. And I hope there is something in it for you. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you hanging out with me. I did my first live stream last week and that was really fun. So that video is now uploaded on the channel if you wanted to hang out and just pop me on in the background for an hour and paint with me and see the whole process. I'll be doing those once a fortnight, so I hope to see you in the chat next time. Like this video if you liked this video, consider subscribing to my channel for more art stuff, and I really thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!